To begin building up your dog's impulse control, you need to teach him the release cue. Start by playing with a toy. Ask your dog to leave the toy and immediately give him the release cue of your choice and continue the game. I use the sign for OK for my deaf dog Loki. Practice this multiple times so that your dog understands what the release cue means. Now play the game, ask your dog to leave the toy and wait for just a second before giving the release cue and continuing the game. In this fashion, gradually build up the duration of time between asking your dog to leave it and giving him the release cue to continue the game, starting at 1 second, then 2, 3, 5, 10 seconds, etc. Once your dog is reliably waiting for the release cue before attempting to continue the game, you can begin to raise criteria by introducing movement. Ask your dog to leave the toy, then give the toy a tiny wiggle down by your side, and then follow it with the release cue and continue the game. This is the reward for your dog. I wait for eye contact before I release my dog as it increases his level of impulse control. Gradually build on this. Next time, wiggle the toy a bit more, and a bit more the next time. Raise criteria by wriggling it on the ground, but start with a small wriggle and build it up to larger movements. Gradually build up until you can wave the toy right in front of your dog's face and he won't touch it until given the release cue. If at any point your dog attempts to get the toy before you have released him, remove the toy out of his reach, wait a few seconds, then give him the release cue and continue the game. Next, you can work on moving with the toy. I usually ask for my dog to sit or lie down for this so that it gives him an incompatible behaviour. In other words, he can't sit and follow me at the same time. Start by taking 1 step away from your dog whilst holding the toy before releasing him. Then build up to 2 steps. Make sure you vary the direction of your steps. Once you can move several steps away from your dog in any direction, you can build up speed. Gradually increase the speed of your steps to a fast walk, then a jog, and a sprint if you feel comfortable doing so. If at any point your dog follows you during this exercise, ask him to go back to the spot where you left him, and then slow down your movement to where he was successful, and practice at this point until you are ready to raise criteria. It's important to practice for real-life scenarios. Have someone else play tug with your dog, and have them ask your dog to leave it. Then, have that person Wave the toy about to make it exciting for your dog, and then call your dog away from the person with the toy and reward him heavily. If your dog prefers toys to food, reward him with a game of your own. If your dog prefers food, reward him with his favourite treats. Practice this game and have the other person gradually build up their level of movement and excitement for your dog whilst you call your dog away. Make sure you practice this in different environments so that your dog is prepared for a real life scenario.